Good morning, friends and patriots. It's Friday, and Friday is fun day. So the professor and I are heading out for an amazing ride today, about 126 miles, but it's about 4.5 hours in the saddle because a lot of the roads we're taking are slow country roads that are about 35, 40 mile an hour, past ranches and fields and just some beautiful countryside, which you're going to see here in just a few minutes. So come along for the ride. It's a little cloudy right now, but in about 40 minutes the sun's coming out. It's going to be nice and warm. So come along for the ride. Let's have some fun. So friends and patriots, we are here at the Pig Pen Barbecue in Dripping Springs. A very good place for lunch on a Friday afternoon. So the professor and I have worked up a hunger and we are ready to eat. So we'll see you inside. Hey friends and patriots, so we just finished a great lunch at the Pig Pen Barbecue here in Dripping Springs. Hey patriots and friends. So we are just north of Dripping Springs. We are here at 12 Fox Beer Company. It's a brewery. To get a cold one, and always drink in moderation, especially when you're on a motorcycle. So we just rolled up and we're like, holy cow, are they open yet? And it turns out that they do open at noon, so they should be open. So we should be able to get a cold one while we're out on this warm day riding. But are you ready to get a cold one?
Yeah.
All right.
This place looks cool.
Let's go, guys. Hey folks, Scott and I are here at 12 Fox Brewing Company, and we're about to drink a pint of a very unique beer. It's called the Revival. It's a pre-prohibition beer. It's got quite a story, and this is Nicole. Nicole's going to tell us a little bit about it.
Hi, so the pre-prohibition beer is one that is made with ingredients that were available prior to prohibition that did not require refrigeration. And once prohibition was over, that recipe was lost for almost 100 years. Somebody found it, put it online, and our master brewer, who's been doing his job for about 34 years, found it and decided why not give it a shot. And so from my understanding, we are one of about 5 or 6 breweries in the country that actually brew this particular beer. So
very cool. Well, this is the Revival, folks. Very smooth, malty. It's got a broad flavor profile and not a lot of alcohol, 5%, yeah?
correct.
A very nice beer out here at 12 Fox Brewing Company. But Nicole, you were just telling Scott here a second ago that you're not charging for beer this weekend.
We are not charging for beer right now. So it's a great time to come out and try some of our brews and see which one you might like.
All right. So come on out, folks. Have some beer this weekend. And the tip jar is always working, though, so feel free to hit the tip jar. And thank you, Nicole. And
You're
Scott, you're going to
welcome.
get a sampler?
I'd like a flight, if that's all right. I want to try them all.
Absolutely.
That first revival was great.
So, folks, I've got the revival. Scott got a flight sample and everything because everything sounds amazing. But I also got a tiny little sample of their stout, which Nicole was talking about how amazing it is, and it truly is a great beer. But one thing I wanted to mention about 12 Fox Brewing Company is that so many of their beers, in fact, damn near every beer, is pretty low in alcohol volume, which for those of us that are driving or especially on a motorcycle is very important. And because we're always preaching, drink responsibly, have your wits about you. But anyway, that's a really nice feature that I wasn't aware of, that they're really pretty low on the alcohol level. And but anyway, as I mentioned earlier, free beer this weekend. I know that sounds like a gimmick, but truly, they're not charging for beer this weekend. And I don't know the scoop why. Don't care why. We hit the tip jar pretty heavily, because Nicole took such great care of us, and the beer is free. And but anyway, I'm talking with Nicole, the beer slinger today. She was talking about how the owner, the brewmaster, the taproom manager, this business as a whole really reaches out and has a huge support for first responders. So military, veterans, police, firefighters, paramedics, and such. And they do a lot of things in the community. So kudos to 12 Fox. And cheers, my friend.
Cheers, brother.
So, folks, we were here looking at a flyer, and it's the Hill Country Thunder motorcycle ride, and it's a charity ride for veterans and first responders, and it supports an event that these guys sponsor. But I wanted to ask Nicole a little bit more detail about this and let you guys know about it as well. So, Nicole, this ride and what it benefits, tell me about this.
So on Monday nights, we do have our regular meetings from 7 to 9 called Fireside Chats. And that came about because, unfortunately, one of our community members took his own life and didn't have anybody that he felt, I guess, would understand, because we didn't have this group put in place. Now we have it put in place, and we are now a 501(c). Just got the paperwork completed or authentication for that done about two weeks ago.
Very nice.
So this will be benefiting the Fireside Chats members. We do have some members that are in need at times, and so we are able to give out of what people give to us. We also are able to provide dinners for everyone that comes out on Monday nights. And it really is one of the most worthwhile programs that I've ever been a part of.
And some of the things that are coming out of these Fireside Chats, tell me a little bit about what's coming out. Some of the things that have happened.
So we actually have been able to help people who have a lot of PTSD issues. Really, that is what we are big time in support of. We've had members who have been able to call Joe, who is the owner and the founder of the Fireside Chats support network, be able to call him up literally anytime, day or night, and it has been a lifesaver, life and death.
He's a lifeline.
He absolutely, every one of us that is out there is a lifeline for somebody. I'm lucky enough to be able to do peer support out there and got involved because I did work for a fire department. And it is so beneficial and so wonderful to be able to have meet somebody's spouse that comes up to me and said, I don't know what you said to this person, but thank you so much, because they are not the same person that they left home as to go there as what they were when they came back. I can't begin to tell you how much it matters what all of y'all do out there, and it really is all of us, like they say, 3 musketeers, all for one and one for all.
That's amazing.
So,
now, I'm guessing that beyond PTSD, I mean, because life hands us blows sometimes.
Oh, it definitely does.
And people can go through hardships.
Right.
And sometimes beyond PTSD, we simply need a lifeline.
Right.
And I'm guessing that takes place there as well.
Absolutely. We do have people who stay late to talk to some of us because they're going through something and literally need someone to talk to at that point. And so I've been doing this almost 2 years now, and there have been times I've gotten home, 11 o'clock at night. When we end at 9, I've talked to somebody till 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning on the phone, because they needed somebody, and to be able to know that there is somebody who actually cares and who understands and who will actively listen, and not just, oh yeah, I hear what you're saying, which is what they get in a lot of places because people don't understand.
Well, would you say that one of the hardest things to find in life is someone to listen, someone that you can talk to?
Oh, absolutely. Especially with this group of people, because they've been through things that it's not easy for them to talk about. You having been military, know that a lot of people just keep things bottled up inside and they don't have an outlet. There's one other group that does this that I know of in the Central Texas area, and it's actually down in the New Braunfels area, called Mill Country Meetup, but they only do it once a month, and whereas we are every week. And we have people that come up from San Antonio for this, all the way down from Leander, Liberty Hill area. And so it just really is that important. Joe, the owner and founder of the Fireside Chats, won Dripping Springs Hometown Hero Award last night, which is a selection voted on by the community, which is huge because they are recognizing the invaluable work that Joe has done here to help others and to save lives out here. And we are not the only chapter now. We actually have a couple more chapters in other places in Texas and on the West Coast. So the word is getting out, and more lives are being affected in a positive manner by the layout of the program that we have, where we are welcome and open to anybody and everybody who has served as military, law enforcement, or first responder. We have people from Vietnam era through people who are currently serving that come out here. And the first night that we actually had our Fireside Chats was in February of 21, when the snowpocalypse happened, or was about to happen. And Stacy, Joe's wonderful wife, was like, it's a little dicey out there, the ice was starting to come down, and Joe said, no, I have advertised that this is going to happen. And that first night there were, I believe Joe said, 28 people that showed up.
Wow.
That needed this kind of a connection.
On the cusp of Snowmageddon,
Yeah.
They needed to be there.
Yeah, and this was not enclosed back then, so it was open to the elements, and there literally was a fire pit that they were standing around.
And that is so perfect.
Yeah,
for a fireside chat.
Absolutely.
Very cool. And tell me a little bit about your tap room manager, who is a Marine. He's no longer active duty, but once a Marine, always a Marine. Tell me a little bit about him, and tell me about Ronnie.
Okay, so Vic actually is our former taproom manager, but he, as you said, once a Marine, always a Marine, and he was a canine officer in Oregon after the Marines, and Ronnie was his service dog. And after he retired, Vic adopted Ronnie, and he and his amazing wife Leah and their 2 kids moved out to the Dripping Springs area because he and Joe, the owner, are actually cousins.
Oh, okay.
And so the Canine Ronnie is, we call it a beer with a bite. It's a darker beer, and it came out about 2 weeks before, unfortunately, Ronnie passed away. And so it is.
And Ronnie was bitten by a rattlesnake.
Yes.
So, so it was kind of abrupt.
It was very abrupt.
But Ronnie had an amazing career.
Absolutely, and so much so, you know, that it was a total honor to have this brew named after Ronnie. And Vic actually had a hand in creating it with our master brewer, which I thought was really cool. So, and it turned out to be one of our most popular beers so far.
Yeah, and
I loved it. I had 2.
Yeah, you had.
Yeah.
So the professor here had 2. That's how good it was.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Nicole, thank you for sharing all that information
You're
with
welcome,
us.
Lance.
We're going to share this out to our network of motorcycle riders and promote the hell out of it and get a lot of traction with us. So folks, I wanted to share this with this. The dress code for this motorcycle ride is come looking like a badass. How cool is that? And so this is a route. It starts at Cowboy Harley Davidson in Austin, and it's a 50-mile ride. It ends here at 12 Fox Brewing Company, but it does have a police escort. So we're going to have flashing lights. We're going to be able to buzz through every intersection without any problem. So the most fun, the most safe rides there are the ones with police escorts, and this is one of them. So I hope you guys can join us. All right, until next time. Thank you, Nicole.
Thank you so much.
All right, folks, we had a wonderful time at 12 Fox Brewing Company. And now it's time to head back out on the open road and do some more riding. Yeah. Is that a good time, Scott? All righty. Let's head out on the road, guys.
take it all. You poured it out into the ocean, 'cause you can't keep it when I fall. Yeah, when I fall.